Hi guys, it's Blackie for Shaman's Forge Woodscraft. Okay, I the other day did a video about family camping, and I talked about coolers, and there was a point I wanted to bring up in that I forgot to mention. So I'd like to amend that today. First off, let me say a special thank you to Mr. Anderson, who sent me a gift. Thank you very much. I will greatly enjoy this, and I do appreciate your generosity. Second, I would like to say thank you to William Collins for the new knife, and you'll get a more detail with this, but this is the new Nessie he just came up with, which is like the camp knife, the camp chore knife, and it's for the straight type of knife. That is where we're going with this. This has got a hump on the back, and I'll give you a much more in-depth for this very soon, probably later today. But thank you very much for this. This is going to be Mrs. Blackie's knife, because she wants her own William Collins knife, because Blackie's got so many of them, you know. Now, back to, let me hang this right here. Okay, about the coolers. I mentioned several uses for the coolers, and one of the uses that I didn't bring up is something that most people do not think of with an ice chest or a cooler, and that it being able to hold heat. Now, suppose you want to generate some food at home to carry to a campsite or to a family gathering or something like that. How do you keep the food warm? Well, here's a trick that I learned using my ice chest. First thing you're going to need is, just depending on the size of it, 2 or 3 or possibly 4 fire bricks. Now this looks like a regular brick, but you get it from the hardware store, and it's for being put into a fireplace. You do not want to use a regular brick, because you're going to heat this brick up beyond 200 degrees. And if it has a water content within the brick, you run the risk of it exploding. So get a fire brick, okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to take those 2 or 3 bricks, you're going to wrap them up in aluminum foil, and you're going to put them in the oven, and you're going to bring them up to about 275. Give it 30-40 minutes to make sure you got a good heat sink and it's fully charged. Now you've got your prepared food in containers that can go down into the ice chest that seal up somehow, okay? You take and put in the bottom of the ice chest like a folded up heavy towel, something to insulate the bottom so that brick doesn't melt the plastic, okay? I like an old bath towel or beach towel for this. And then you set the food on top of it, put another towel across the top, and close the lid. That will hold heat for several hours in usual conditions, and you people way up north may be different. But down here in my south, I can easily do this and have hot, ready to go food in 2 to 3 hours this way. So it's a way I can transport hot from home to camp, because we're having a big gathering tonight. I'll transport the hot food out there from the house. That way I don't have to worry about cooking. I can set up camp, we can have fun, and then the meal is ready to go. You can also do sort of like what was called hay box cooking, which was a sort of a crock pot. If you look up thermos cooking and other such devices where you can seal it in there and then insulate it, this trick can work where you can put food in there that's half done, seal it up, and let it keep cooking while you're traveling, and then have hot food when you get there. So the ice chest can be used as a cooker and as a hot food transporter, as well as what we normally think of with ice. Another use for an old beat up, or one you don't want anymore, ice chest is to turn it into a live well when fishing. Go get one of them bubble things that you pick up at the sporting goods store that you put a little bit of battery in, and it'll blow bubbles, and you can aerate and keep bait alive, or you can keep fish alive to a point while you're completing fishing. So an old one can be a fish ice chest or something like that. Those are just a couple of more ideas. Even a worm bed. I've turned one into a worm bed before, guys. There's a lot of uses where the ice chest that is no longer the ice chest can be turned into a craft box. It can be turned into a game box. It can be turned into the box that's the chuck box. It becomes the box. I've even sat one up on edge and put shelves in it before, so that I could sit it up on edge and have an open up little bookshelf out of it to carry, because I was carrying books to the field to teach class. And the advantage of an ice chest is it's kind of waterproof to a point. When I shut it up, I can easily throw another tarp over it, and it's relatively waterproof. So I don't have to worry about things like that getting damaged. Hope this will give you some ideas, guys. Just a quick little tip and video for you today. I should post a bigger video later today. Till then, I'm Blackie for Shaman's Forge Woodcraft, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.